Welcome everyone, we are back to Pirates of the Void. If I want to help the Void Pirates, I should go down through the tunnels within Stormrack Cave to the altar where the priest Margaznath will peer into my soul. I'm gonna go ahead with this even though this character wouldn't. I'm curious to see how this goes. Looks like the Harada model from Oblivion. Black Spider Matron. So I have no idea where this is going to lead. I don't really agree with either side. The alchemists are crazy, and the void pirates are, well, you know, dead, undead void pirates. So, but things look cool here. You've come unready, but that's to be expected. I will guide you. What is it you seek to accomplish here? A peaceful resolution. You think you'll help us and those alchemists? It is not possible. Conflict will occur. But there are outside forces that may intervene. I already know you well. The light has spoken much of you. I know you are capable of many things. This is why I wish you to call the eyes of the mountain. First, let me peer into your soul. Take off your clothes. No. Haha, a jest, of course, though disappointing. I will peer into your soul now. Just hold still. Okay, that was worth the trip. Ah, yes, I can sense you more clearly. Now we can discuss our next step. You must call to the eyes of the mountain. There are many things we are aware of in this realm that those potion. There are many things we are aware of in this realm that those potion dwellers are not. I know of watchful eyes in the sky. I want you to call to it and see what it asks of you. Maybe it will do nothing. Maybe it will kill you. Go. Outside of this cove is a path leading up to the mountain on the back side. Go there and I will assist you further. You just leave your diamonds laying around? a very creepy smile. Next time, remind me to teleport you. I don't waste my brittle bones on long walks anymore. I'm not sure how much longer they have. But now that you're here, it's time to call the watchful eyes. Are you ready? Open your mouth to the air and I will weave magic to your lips. Arguz's decaying bones, fingers reach your lips. Boy, I don't like this. Oh, that's cool. Dagger Bridge. And a Shuriken Bridge. Oh boy. Guess who's saving? There's the eye. She's pretty. Throbbing heart. Okay. Watch my surroundings and see what happens. Entered the portal. Saw the throbbing heart. Red diamond. Bloodstone battle axe. I don't know what else to do. Okay. Uh, we'll see. What have you got? A beating heart. The eyes of the mountain truly wish to help restore us. And you, this is what you desire as well? So it would seem. The eyes of the mountain speak to the light, and the light has spoken to me. Go now, back to Grissom Shar. Take that heart to him.
The secrets of this realm belong to us.
What have we here? A living, beating heart. I'm impressed with what the Eyes of Mountain has revealed thus far. More than that maggot Uncaius has ever done. I trust Margus North. He's discovered a lot since we've been here. While these alchemists were busy looking at material properties, we've been looking to the spirit of the realm. There's a lot more than just crystals and trees. This light is magical, and from what Margus says, it can speak to him. But if you want to truly help us, then we must rid Uncaius of this realm. I don't trust him not to sabotage us for being here. I sense he's unhappy with our clash with the alchemists. I've already sent my best warrior, Yauknax, to his tower, the center of the island, to take care of him. If you're inclined to help us, then join him. Take care of the trash, and return to me. I'm not gonna kill anybody. Yeah, I'm gonna let that loop around again and think about it, because why? Okay. Need to go to Telecero. For the Propylon Index. Okay, I haven't been there yet, so go here and fly over. Why does everyone want to kill everybody else? Can't we just have tea and cookies? No. No tea for you. So as you can see from the ambient lighting, 6th house has been rather busy here.
You in wrath.
Gross. Corpus meat.
You inward.
No.
You inward.
All right.
Die, Fetcher.
Yes, that is horrible. Nobody should do that. Don't do that.
You honor me. What can I do for you, Master Wizard? Or is this about that bit of work you're doing for me?
Finally, I have all 10 indices. Here's your gold and this now complete master index, the final product of all my research. With my custom pylon here, with my custom pylon here in the basement, you can travel to any of the strongholds and back again while using the master index. Hopefully, with all my notes and schematics, I'll be able to send a report back to Trebonius and maybe get the audience with the Archmage in Cyrodiil. Okay. So we have finished the master index, which we don't need at all, but is nice in the base game. Okay, Perseus Mercius asked me to aid the Buoyant Armiger, Oline Hennim, in an expedition to Voss. So she feels better helping Perseus Mercius. Even though he has a ridiculous name. She does have a particular distaste for necromancers. Although she's been sent into lots of places and has stolen their stuff. She has recently done less looting and has been somewhat reformed. I mean, of course, unless there's a book involved.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander. Are you here from the Fighters Guild? Shall we fight together against these foul necromancers? I will fight by your side. Hey, wait for me! Now you die!
Oh, it was your... Oh, come on. Why are you summoning... Ma'am? Why would you... Ugh. Are you my friend or my foe? Okay. Alright, Ancestor Ghost. Now I get it.
Shall we fight together against the foul necromancers of Voss?
Yes, if you could get out of my way, that would be amazing.
Wait for me!
Seems to be able to take care of herself.
Hey, wait for me! Hey, wait for me!
You're beaten.
Die, Victor! The necromancer Darius Adram is dead. Thank you for your assistance. The battle would have been difficult without you. I will stay here and take care of a few details. Thank you again. You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
back to Perseus Mercius.
Well, do you have any new information on the situation in Voss? You should speak to Uline Hanim. Uline Hanim gave a very positive report. Since this has helped our reputation with the buoyant armigers, I've decided to share the contract reward money with you. Take these 500 septums. Perform your duties and practice your skills. You are not ready yet. The Fighters Guild often enacts justice when there is no one else who can do so. I just received a contract straight from Cyrodiil. I need someone to find the murderer and outlaw Nerer Benaran. Nerer Benaran was a member of House Redoran. He is now the leader of an outlaw band in Sargon, which is north of Margan. Find Nerer Benaran and bring him to justice.
Laura Serrano asked me to find the pilgrim Fedris Theron, who was supposed to make the Ruddy Man pilgrimage to the Coal Cave.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here. Please, talk. Please help me. I feel ill. Do you have something that could help me? Yes, thank you. Yes, I think I feel better already. I feel much better, thank you. Yes, I am Fedris Theron.
Okay.
I am blessed to be at your service, Outlander. So good. Did you find Fedris Theron? Thank you for healing Fedris Theron. To make up for your sacrifice, why not take these cure disease potions? I have more than I need at the moment. Another pilgrim has gone missing. I want you to find out what happened to Baden Giladrin. Baden Giladrin was on his way from Aldrun to Margan. I do not know what happened to him. Go to Margan and see if you can find him.
Okay, so he is the temple quest giver right now.
I am blessed to be at your service. Your talents are
Okay,
noteworthy,
so I need to
but some question your depth of devotion.
continue to do that.
Perform
Let
more
me
duties for the temple,
do
and you will soon
that,
be rewarded.
And she's happy to check on people and see that they're okay.
May I help you?
You have completed the pilgrimage to the shrine of Margan. Margan is a Redoran egg. Well, maybe. An Ashlander came here the other day demanding tribute for the esteemed noble Bindin Gildarin or some such. I didn't know of any Redoran noble by that name, so I just passed the report on. The Ashlander said to go west out of Margan along the road towards the mountains, and then head south along the mountains to get to his camp.
sky. Pretty crappy ground. Ugly out here. I miss my grass. Oh, that's right. That's not a temple quest. It's a Redoran quest. Okay. I'm mistaken. Again, we'll just do some things overseas. See how it goes.
Go ahead, Outlander.
Is there something
I can do for you?
Hey, Outlander, I'm Beaten Galadrin, a poor pilgrim trapped by these Ashlanders. Can you get me out of here? These Ashlanders are holding me for ransom. I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. How can I help you? Yes, you heard right. I have the famous noble Baden Galadrin. I demand 5,000 drakes in ransom. Will you pay? What do you mean? You have not heard of the famous Redoran noble Baden Galadrin?
He is not famous.
He told me that he was a famous noble of House Redoran. Perhaps you should speak with him. Nice to see you again. I'm Baden Galadrin, in case you forgot. Can you get me? I thought the Ashlanders would kill me, so I told them that I was a famous noble. I knew it was wrong, but what else could I do? Yes, of course. I hope I can help. So this famous noble is a liar and a coward. Very well, you can have him for 5 drakes. Good. He is free to leave.
A dummy.
You paid my ransom. Thank you. I'll continue on the pilgrimages on my
Okay.
own.
Yeah, I really don't want to hang out with you. Eh.
I am blessed to be at your service, Outlander.
Great. What brings you to the temple? Yes, I heard that you rescued Baden Galadrin from the Ashlander camp. I will make sure House Redoran hears of your deeds. Several Redoran soldiers were sent to the derelict stronghold of Andasrith. They have not returned. I need someone to find out what happened in Andasrith.
Hold on.
What brings you to the temple?
Yeah, he can't give me... I'm gonna go back and see again if they mention a stronghold. At this point, you can keep your stronghold.
Welcome, friend.
Any word on the smugglers in Shurenbal?
Nope. Alright. East Empire Company. Mama Banafi said the rates on salt rice are steady as ever. Okay.
What's good for the Empire is good for business.
The pleasure is all mine.
Thank you. Here's something for a job well done. You can keep the ring. I wasn't as interested in the cargo as her answers to the questions. It's time for me to tell you about Marky the Shark. Marky the Shark was an essential agent of ours. Before he went missing, he did a lot of important work for us. We've been playing catch-up ever since. All your assignments so far have helped us there. I'm sorry for the deception, but Marky's work is, of an incredible, sensitive nature, and we couldn't risk any leaks. Ask me about it if you're curious. In any case, I have a new assignment for you. I'd like you to hunt down the shark. Marky's work often had him out of town, and his movements were convoluted and vaguely communicated, so we've had no idea where to look for him until now. I think he went missing somewhere along the Thur River. On his last trip, Marky was to meet 3 clients on the Thur.
Not a lot of pretty ladies around
Deldor
here.
Arethi in Dondril, Arantano and Amasthur, and Varuso Veloth in Volonith. See what they know. If they've moved, ask around for them, but be discreet. The Indoril don't know about Marky's work. Let's keep it that way. Okay. I met an ordinator in mourning named Vaden Barrow in the Amasthur Monastery. He stated that I had no business with him until I'd proven myself to the Tribunal Temple by rising to the rank of curate and taking the Bloodstone pilgrimage. I don't know if I'm a curate or not. Let's see. I did the Bloodstone. I don't know if I'm a curate.
I'm
We are
very
blessed,
happy to make your
truly
acquaintance.
blessed. This is an honor. May you find me worthy of your attention.
Okay. Nope. Alright, so I'll go back to them. I'm not gonna hide it. But well, I will for now. Just because I have no idea when I'm gonna be able to advance in the temple. Tainted Waters. I reported the corpse's identity as being that of Aldemsaurus. Manon Lando thanked me for identifying him and told me he prepared a proper funeral for the young Mur. Asked me to go to Haunt Oak and find out what happened to him. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I need to up. I do not know how to up.
What is it now?
Benoit shouldn't be down here. Lots of sharp corners that might crack your skull if you have a bad fall. Go away. Aldem Sorvis.
There is no escape.
That Velothi Enwa, he used to work here, but became iffy about the business we were running. Let's say if his contract with the Kimono Tongue was terminated. Now that you know this, it's time I terminate you as well. You know, I just don't get a good impression from the Kimono Tongue. Yeah, these quests are like tough. The temple here has sent me on some very long quests, and I haven't.
Welcome, friend. Your talents are noteworthy, but
Yeah,
some question your depth of
I've done
devotion.
it.
Perform more duties.
Feels like a lot for the temple. Okay, I am confused. Not in Lando. Yeah, that's where I went. Okay. Try again. Down from here. I can find down from here.
I am blessed to be at your service, Outlander.
Oh, I am so very confused. Now works tombs. All right, well, I'm here. I'm gonna try to help this gentleman because I know where to turn that quest in.
I'm listening.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
There's something wrong with my lungs. Can you help me? Sounds you have. I keep coughing up blood, and breathing air feels like shards of broken glass going down my throat. I can hardly summon enough strength to lift a hammer. I have a potion that will cure a common disease. Thank you. Only a moment later. Oh, he drinks the potion. Only a moment later, he breaks into a violent coughing fit. Potion didn't help me one bit. I'm still sick. Potion should have worked. Seems you're not suffering from a common disease. And what the hell is wrong with me? Have you eaten or drunk anything unusual lately? Well, I enjoy a mug of mate with my daily bread, but there's really nothing worth mentioning in my diet. I'm always out here selling my wares or in the workshop crafting new weapons and armor, just trying to make a living. I don't have the time nor the coin to eat anything fancy or exotic. Come to think of it, the coughing seems to get worse whenever I'm working in my home. Maybe you should go there and take a look around, see if you can find anything that could be making me sick. Here's the key. My workshop is just around the corner. Wow, I'm 1 block away and it tells me I can't travel there. Okay. I have the key. Rude. It's really right there. I should walk. Weapons and armor order. By decree of his illuminated lordship, the Indoril Ilvi of Rodir, I'm placing an order of 20 spears, iron or steel, 20 tower shields, bone mold and Chuse style, 10 longsword steels, and 10 more axes steel to be forged and to delivered to the Indoril garrison on the east side of Almasthur within the next month. For this great service you will be paid 7,500 gold coins. The thrice-sealed house withstands the storm. Signed, Commander Inami Silsi, lawman of House Indoril. Suspicious powder. Dude, what are you doing?
I'm so hungry. I could eat all right.
What's this? You found toxic powder in my forge? So the powder's what been making me sick the whole time. How do you suppose the powder got into the forge? I don't know. I sure as hell didn't put it there. The powder removed, I'm sure I'll recover in no time, and for that you have my thanks. But I would very much like to know where the powder came from. Perhaps I can help and find the culprit behind the powder. Thank you. It's good to know the temple takes care of its followers. Now, how do you suppose we'll find the culprit? I found an order from House Indoril in your workshop. I don't think there's anything unusual about the weapons and armor order. Frankly, I think it's high time that House Indoril took the threat of House Palu encroaching on their land seriously. Are you implying they might be behind the powder? I don't think so. Why would they want to poison me? Who has access to your workshop? I've always kept the door locked when I'm out here. Other than myself and you, no one has entered my workshop in the past few weeks, except for one courier bringing me an order from Commander Silsi of Indoril, a Lalu hireling who has bought a steel halberd from you. Tell me more about the Lalu hireling. An imperial woman named Kalicia. She is often running errands here on the market bridge. She visited me twice, first to place her order of a steel halberd and then to collect it a few days later. Tell me about the Indoril courier. I'm going to say she sounds suspicious. Yeah, you got that right. I don't know why she'd want to hurt me, though, even if she is a Hlalu henchman. She seemed happy enough with the halberd I made for her. Maybe you should question her.
Greetings to you.
Toxic powder. Powder? What powder? I've no idea what you're talking about. Am I being accused of something? I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want you to answer some questions. You already got the answers you're going to get from me. I genuinely know nothing about the things you're talking about. You bought a steel halberd from Jailor, didn't you? Yes, I did buy a steel halberd. A few days ago. What of it?
Welcome
It's not
to
against the
Alma's
law,
Pier,
but I'm
good
aware...
pilgrim.
But it's not against any law that I'm aware of to do business in the city. Now you'll no doubt accuse me of buying a bottle of wine in the tavern. I'm not going to make any accusations. Okay, it looks like I gotta annoy her until she tries
You
to kill
seem like
me.
very good company.
You're an agent of the Hlalu, admit it. Okay, I admit I gladly and proudly. I'm a hireling of House Hlalu, and I get paid to advance their interests here in Almastur. Surely there's nothing that goes against the temple law in that? Or, I wonder, has the temple chosen to side with the warmongers of House Indoril? What warmongers? Look around you, you fool. The Indoril are clearly preparing for a house war. Why else would they order those weapons and shields from Jailor Indo? So you saw an Indoril weapon order in Jailor's house and decided to stop him? Kalicia falls silent all of a sudden. She looks nervous. Alright, I confess. I learned that Jailor Indor was forging weapons and armor for House Indoril and put the powder in his forge, but I didn't mean to harm him. I meant only to sabotage his work. Powder was supposed to make any metal worked in the forge brittle and render the weapons and shields useless. I truly hold no ill will toward Jailor Indor. Even if you didn't mean to harm him, you did. Yes, and for that I'm sorry. It was all a mistake. Here, take the money to Jailer Indo. Explain to him what happened. Tell him I'm sorry.
The mighty thief sleeps.
So that damned Imperial woman is to blame? No, I don't want her bloody money. I want justice. I've always been a faithful servant in the temple, but the temple failed to protect me from the serpent that is House Hlalu. Perhaps the Indiro can give me the justice I want. Will you help me? Go to Commander Inami Silsi in the Northern Lighthouse in the East Bank and tell her what the Hlalu did to me. Commander Silsi will make sure that Kalira gets the punishment she deserves. The temple upholds the law in Elmasthur, not the Indiro. Forgive me, but the temple seems to sit idly by as the Hlalu take over their lands and replace our ancient laws and customs with their greed and imperial corruption. I want justice. Either I get it from the temple or from the Indira. All right.
May I help you? I look that way too.
Okay.
Yes, Outlander?
Did Jailer send you? Are the weapons and armor we ordered finished already? Jailer Indo was poisoned by a Hlalu hiring Caldera who tried to sabotage his work. The Hlalu think they can do something like that with impunity. They've got another thing coming. Alicia will be punished. Thank you for telling me all of this. It's good to know that the temple is on our side. And I'll make sure to mention your name in my next report to his lordship, Inderil Ilvi. Okay. I hope this is over. This is, really long and not very interesting.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
So, Jailer Indo was unwittingly poisoned by a Hlalu hireling. We mustn't let the Inderil know of this, or they will surely retaliate against the Hlalu. Kalicia's defense was not intentional. You don't know that. And she will... Yeah, I don't agree. She's going to ruin his livelihood one way or the other by either ruining his work or ruining his health. He managed to help Jailer Indu before any lasting harm was done to him. We can deem this matter settled here and now, and neither of the great houses will be antagonized. We can preserve the peace between the two houses. I hope you understand. I'm not lying. I'm going to say I already told the commander. Yanami, they'll see about this. Mad dog O'Shea Gorath, why did you do that? Do you value peace so little? I'm going to say the Inderil would have heard of this anyway. It's better that I told them. You may be right, but I guess we'll never know, will we, since it's you who told them. I'll have to inform the Major Domo of what's happened and write some letters. Only time will tell how big of a mess you've made, but I fear this might lead to bloodshed in Almasthur. Leave me now. I might have some new duties for you later when I'm in a better mood. Oh, this is really bullshit. I don't have any duties for you, but you're needed at the Office of Intercession in the Canton Plaza. Go there and find Idora Voron. She needs someone to deliver a letter for. I'm so sick of this.
Your talents
Yeah,
are noteworthy,
you
but
know,
some question your depth of devotion.
I'm
Perform more
really
duties
tired
for
of
the
being
temple, and you will
punished
soon be
for
rewarded.
running around and listening to 17 people and having to pick the one thing that is all about internal politics, so you guys should be doing this. I have my own compass. I follow it. If you don't like that, yeah. Okay. Mages Guild, Hyperbolic Tessellation. Amana Darothran told me that she sold Nelos Lothri's notes to Nisa Deryethi, a Talvani mage who is the Lord of Tel Gillen. Okay. And I get the feeling this is going to be far away. Okay. Look! Root donuts. I have to be honest, I don't know if I play again whether or not I would include the expansions. They have some really cool stuff in them, but you have to wade through so much ridiculous fetch and carry that is essentially meaningless. I appreciate that a lot of the content is just to extend a favorite fantasy in a favorite place, but I really wish it was more about interesting story and less about here, steal this route from that guy, or navigate something that is so intricate that please don't ask the first person who's never been in town to do this thing. Tell me to help someone. I helped someone the way they wanted to be helped. I don't like getting spanked for that. Tell me to go interview a vampire that then wants to be put out of their misery, and then I get spanked for that. Sick of getting spanked for doing the right thing. Although I love Baby C. Drake with all my heart.
Whatever it is, I'm not interested. That rat's in the bag.
What makes you think I want to talk to you?
What are you gawking
Notes
at?
on hyperbolic tessellation. What? I don't think Oh, yes, I read it. Yes, that's right. I read it, and it was worthless drivel. I should have expected as much from some soft guild academic. Still, I'm not about to hand it back to you Mage Guild wretches. Tell your Nellis Lothried to conduct his experiments again and keep better track of them this time. It's just a bunch of loose notes. They weren't even peer-reviewed. You think you could fool an old man? You wouldn't have been sent to me if the notes weren't valuable. Fine then. I'm always willing to entertain a bit of chaffer. I don't know what that means. Why don't you pay me 5,000 drakes? I call that a bargain. Yeah, fine. Done. I'm sure it'll be revelatory for you Mages Guild dilettantes, even if it's useless to a true master. Now get out of... Misa Dariathi trails off, then looks somewhat confused. These notes examine in great detail the arcane and physical properties of crystalline structures. Most of the material appears disorganized and written in shorthand. I'm gonna get out of here and then port from somewhere else.
What Khajiit do for you?
Okay. Fine, I'm taking your flower. Okay, let's try this again.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
A hail and hearty welcome, friend.
I have the finest spells in town.
It's a very complicated subject, one innately tied to unanswered questions about the nature of arcane forces. I'm pleased he's decided to join the guild. Good work persuading him. Here, take these scrolls. You've earned them. Oh, wow. I have to go back and actually retrieve the notes. No, I have the notes. I read them. All right. I don't know what to do here. Okay, she's asked me to speak to Nellos.
This one honors us. Please, speak.
Rand, I trust getting these back didn't cause you too much trouble. We can finally begin work. Take these for your time and trouble. Snug spring shirt. Okay.
I have the finest spells in town.
A member of the guild has been arrested. You know him, Seme, the apprentice I asked you to help with shock magic. I'm not sure what happened, but it's bad for our reputation to have any guild member sitting in lockup. I need you to free Same. The Legion is holding him at the Imperial Commission. You'll have to convince the magistrate, Denonia Meltus, to set him free. Use your best judgment. Right, and then I will get yelled at. Judgment bad. Aegis Guild, the Ring of Ineptitude. Advira Octoria asked me to recover the Ring of Ineptitude from Thendas' ancestral tomb in Dagon Earl. Dagon... Okay, not like the Dagoth region. Dagon. Alright. Firewatch. Do this and head southeast. Way too many cliff racers per square inch. Yep, it's already dead. I should have named the reflection pieces instant karma. That's a lot of flies. Ring of Ineptitude, damage, agility, and damage luck 20 points. Cast when used.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
Good friend, this is an honor. With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
You have it? Great. Here, I had Almasa make this for your trouble. Now, are you ready for more duties? I've more work for you. Closer to home this time, I believe Thenaria Vanel is a spy. Thenaria Vanel is a night blade with the guild. Recently, she's been disappearing for days on end, and when she returns, she won't tell anyone where she's been. I suspect that she's working with the Delvani. Research materials have gone missing, and my usual sources are telling me that the Mage Lords are making some kind of play. I need you to find out where Thenaris is going.
Damn locals.
Talk to other people in the guild hall. Somebody should have seen something.
Damn locals.
Paramal Junconis has told me that a local apothecary, Miss Dyes, has been having trouble with a thug outside his shop. I'm to go to Miss Dyes' shop and speak with him about the situation and do whatever I can to protect them from the thug. Okay, that I can do.
Questions?
You don't look ill. You don't have corpus, do you? I can't cure that. Thank you for coming. Solidorus stalks me, day and night. He plots my death, I'm sure of it. Go to him outside my store and make him leave, with force if you must. I can barely rest while he's here. I really hope he has a crush on you, because I would like that outcome. What? Oh, it's a key. Sorry, it had a quest marker on it. I had to. Please have a crush on him. I'd really like that. I need something, anything, of kindness of one NPC to another.
Your turn to talk, ours to listen.
Protect Miss Dyes. So you're the foul assassin's bodyguard. Do your worst. I shall enact justice on that fiend, no matter who stands in my way. What are you talking about? I forgive your ignorance. The one you call Miss Dyes was a contract killer in his past life in Cyrodiil, and he flees his crimes to this savage land. I come on behalf of the Court of Bravil to enact vengeance upon him. If you would help me bring me the key to his private quarters, then I shall end the fiend and free the world of this filth. Hold on. Let's put a pin in that. Not that I advocate actually saying, hey, were you an assassin? My job is to
Blessed
protect
we
you.
are.
I will tell you because I trust you. It is true that I was a killer to hire for Cyrodiil. I worked for a band of gangsters in Bravel and put an end to those they found bothersome. One day I failed in my duties. I was to kill the leader of a rival gang, but I was caught, and he lived. My employers were furious, and I had to flee Cyrodiil. It's undoubtedly my former employer who hired Celiraz, wishing to ensure my silence and punish me for my failure. Uh, um, I don't know what to do. He's an alchemist,
This
man.
is an honor for me.
If you do not leave, I will need to remove you by force. Very well, I can tell I stand no chance against you. I shall go. You are the first reasonable being I have met in these lands, sir.
What assistance do you require, friend?
He's gone? Thank you. Now I may rest easy again. Go to your leader and tell them I am satisfied. Oh, so it wasn't a crush. Bummer. I would have really liked that.
You have potential, Outlander. Are you here for training?
Good work. Your diplomatic skills are to be commended. A lesser fighter would have simply killed him, but you preserved the peace. Here's your payment and more. Speak to me when you're prepared for more orders. A respected guild member could be in mortal danger. I need you to find Mashogrog Dugal. He's one of the finest warriors in Firewatch. His orders were to eliminate the necromancer inhabitant of Nasunden, but he never returned. As a service to the guild, I would like you to examine his disappearance. If he has fallen to the necromancer, put whatever is left of Mashog out of his misery. I'd hate to think about him spending the rest of his existence as a bone walker. Now you made me think about that. Okay, Tibaton told me he's ready to move on. I should return to the sunken ship. Okay, we're going back to the sunken ship to tell him, this is nice. Thanks for the bedroll and the chest. Gosh, that's pretty.
Blessed we are.
There you are. It isn't much, but it's secluded. I made you this ring. All you have to do is put it on and it will take you here. With that, I'll now be leaving. So long. And with that, I'll now be leaving. Why? Okay. Fighters Guild Falangar's gang. Quarter told me about a bounty on Falangar's gang. I was ordered to kill all 4 members of the gang who are camped out on a cliff near Shipal Shirai. Okay. Let's go up here and then run down. Well, you know, fly.
May I help you?
Sorry, it's gotta be disturbing to have someone land on top of you. I like this landscape a lot. Ooh, and look at the sun. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, back to murder. Beautiful murder. I'm just gonna fly sideways for a little while so I can watch. That is really nice.
Fisher.
It's too easy. I will enjoy this.
Anybody else want to negotiate? There's one more of you guys.
You fight like a child.
Longbow of enormous precision. Cast when used, fortify attack and agility. Oh, that is really pretty. Oh, look at the water. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Stay as long as you like. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
All four bandits are defeated, aren't they? Trade between Clarenhul and Shapal Shirai shall flourish again without them, swordsman. Here's the gold for your effective work. Speak with me when you're prepared for more duties.
I should probably wash up before heading home.
I've got a contract to silence Roland Vetus. A noble of House Tlalu and an avid critic of evil Claren has been throwing around accusations against Sergio Claren lately. Go to the Vetus plantation, east of Narcissus, and make him stop spreading these rumors. Helping others. I've asked Felvin how he found out so many details about the robbers. He responded to me that he's simply a concerned citizen who's fed up with the inaction of the local authorities, and he actively scouted out the location. I don't believe him.
Three blessings to you, Outlander. This is a pleasure.
The sky, those clouds, and the sun. Those are the three blessings.
You'll bring me good fortune, Outlander. How may I be of service?
Oh, look. It isn't a Silt Strider, it's a... What is this? What are you?
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Skylamp pilot. Haha. That's cool. Okay, it looks like there's a marker on the way. Try to see what it is. Oh, I completely forgot about the guy who I was supposed to be finding out about the kimono tongue and in the temple, and I couldn't find him. All right. Yep. All right. It looks like my future in the temple is not that bright.
I can tell.
House run unrest in the house. Barrels. Coming for you, barrels. Oh, it's that stupid powder. All right, well, let's see if I can actually get it. Steal it from some pirate.
Yes, Dunmer? What do you
I will
want?
listen, Outlander,
Oh.
but make it quick.
No. Yeah. I don't want to slaughter all you guys. That's a bit much for some powder, huh?
How interesting. A
I mean, I'm
tourist.
sure the kimono tongue wouldn't think so. They'll do just about anything for many kinds of powders, and for no reason at all. Okay, I'm gonna try to actually, like, talk to you guys before you flat out murderize me, you know, or try. I don't necessarily believe. Alright. This is a better setup in the cave than most. Except look at the magical water right underneath. I don't think that's supposed to be there. Maybe. You're in trouble when it rains, though. Kind heart. Bow with fortify attack. Okay.
May I help you? I see this land suits you. We
Bandits are
welcome you
gone?
freely,
Wonderful. Have you
Outlander.
found my stolen bow, kind heart? Yes, here it is. Thank you for dealing with those bandits, and of course it's good to have my kind heart back again. Please take this gold as a reward. I met a Breton knight named Brenyard Aqua in the Vermilion Hound Quarter Club in Clarenhule. Brenyard has fallen in love with a local woman named Oline Rothelin, who's married to a local merchant, Myron Rothelin. Brenyard asked me to deliver a love letter. who's being guarded by her brother.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
She's the wife of Myron Mathelin, my brother. I make sure nobody who doesn't belong in her family bothers her. I will, my sister-in-law usually doesn't take visitors. I just want to enter. Okay, but I'll follow you inside to ensure you keep your manners in company of my sister-in-law. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm going to ask her. What does she want?
Whatever you
Wow, this is a...
want. Within reason.
Okay.
I see this land suits you.
Renard Ansois. Don't mention his name here, Outlander. What is it? You have a letter for me? Yes, here it is. A letter for me. Thank you for delivering this. Tell the writer I received the message. I wasn't supposed to mention his name. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well. At least she,
You want something, friend?
She got it.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now.
Thank you so much. Here's some
Please,
gold for your
go
effort. I have
ahead.
plans in motion for how to win her, for which I'll need your help. Come back in a couple of days and I'll tell you what I need you to do. Oh, this is ridiculous. I don't care about you two. She could walk across town. Heard the bird told me that Dro Jaban is in the stronghold Teloscrus. One of the weird things, I don't see any overarching story in any of the new areas. It's just petty arguing. There's no, equivalent to Dagoth or mystery. It's just chores. It's an entire new land of chores. I could get chores at home. So, yeah, I really am missing a level of narrative to engage me. Other than this, it's just random NPCs doing dangerous stuff. Some of it, I have to say, some of the content is really great. But, I believe the diamonds of story should be polished in a good setting, not thrown in the dirt so that you have to find 100 pebbles for each diamond you locate. But, yeah, to not have any sort of real narrative other than we're in the Mage Guild doing mage things. I think that's a missed opportunity for so much effort that they put in. you saying die, Fetcher? No, you seem civil.
One of us will
Oh.
die here. Won't be me.
Wow, that... Yep, instant karma strikes again.
You will be disgraced for this. And tonight, take it.
I can't even tell where you are.
You will be disgraced for this. Its scent is unfamiliar.
Filthy bandit stealing his crystal ball. After all he did for them. Ah, but pardon. Drojaban, what can he do for you? After all Drojaban did for them, they go and steal his crystal ball. A thief is a thief, after all. He should not be surprised. Did he think that Drojaban would be unable to get past the traps he set up himself? Fools. Say, would you care to save Drojaban some trouble? If you go into the stronghold and get his crystal ball back, he'll be very grateful to you, perhaps even grateful enough to discuss your problems of misfired spells. I'll get it for you. Fantastic. The thieves are on the lower level of the stronghold. Just be sure to be careful of the traps. As Drojaban said, he created many of them himself. Be especially careful of the rug that he enchanted. He's very excited to have his crystal ball back. Herd was once Drojaban's apprentice. You know him? Drojaban? You know him? Drojaban gave him the name Bird when his levitation spell failed and he fell from the sky. Okay. Ooh, poison song. Okay. I'm just gonna check in Ghost Ring quest to see if this is where I'm supposed to be. Oh no, Florendar. Okay. Alright. Back home to books. Hello, my dearest. I love you.
Broken Diamonds by Riston Baylor, a tale of a sorrowful holiday. I remember as a young lad in Glenumbra Moors my first Broken Diamonds holiday. The big noisy festivals I remember very well. Harvest's End, Mid-Year, New Year, the Emperor's Day. All of these I have memories of that stretch, back before I became truly aware of the meaning of our celebrating. On the 19th of Frostfall every year, my family and I would walk to a ruined castle in the middle of the wilderness, together with everyone else we knew in the moors. Hands clutched in hands, we would form an enormous circle around the ruins, and head reverently bowed, we would sing a song, the Sepharv. For years we did this, and I never asked why. It is an odd thing that normally curious children, from my experience, never ask questions about broken diamonds, and adults seldom volunteer information. Gradually, as we learn about our homeland through university or the prattling of ancient relatives, we come to guess and then know the meaning of broken diamonds. I cannot be objective as a native of Glenumbra Moors, but visitors have told me that the sorrow, more often they use the word shame, of the natives is almost overwhelming. There is a sense that a great and ancient crime still burns in the conscience of the people of the Moors. Though it did not happen in our lifetimes, we know that the debt is not yet paid. I refer, of course, to the murder of Her Terrible Majesty, Kintira II, Empress of Tamriel, on the frozen morning of the 23rd of Frostfall in the year 3E123. We do not know the name of the castle where she was held. We do not know the name of her murderer, though the man who ordered the murder was her cousin and usurper, Oriel III. We do not know where she was buried. But our ancestors knew that their rightful ruler was imprisoned somewhere in their land, and did nothing to help her. For that we bear their shame. On that morning, when our great-great-grandparents heard of Kintira's death, all were stricken with horror and regret at their lack of action. All the people of Glenpoint and Glenumbra Moors searched out those responsible in every imperial castle. They formed barriers with their bodies to hold the killer within. Flags bearing the red diamond of the Septim family were torn and scattered, and broken diamonds littered the snow. The song we sing every broken diamonds, as I mentioned before, is the Sephevre. I asked everyone in Glenumbra Moors what the meaning of the song is, for it is in Old Bretic, and each generation only knows it because they were taught by their parents. No one knew the exact meaning of the words. Not even the tone and emotion the words can be easily translated. When I later talked to a scholar who gave me an accurate translation of the Sephevre, I began to understand both why our ancestors chose it as the anthem for the great injustice of the murder of Kintira II, and the sorrow that still pervades Glenumbra Moors since that dark morn. The Sephevre. Souls of our fathers, suffer deeply, for you have led us to the dark time, when our own souls, filled with air, allowed ignorance and villainy to thrive in what used to be our land. Howl, ancestors, howl, and bring us memories of our conformance with evil. We do anything we can to survive, giving up our minds and hearts and bodies. We will not fight, and we will be torn, and like flotsam in a whirling tide, we will be forever the agents of injustice, but we will mourn it forever.
Fragments from the Adabal, fragments from the Adabal, the Pelennor, and in the blood-floored throne room of the white gold, the severed head of Pelennor spoke to the winged bull Morrohouse, demigod lover of Alesh, saying, "Our enemies have undone me and spread my body into hiding. In mockery of divine purpose, the Aliens cut me into eighths, for they are obsessed with this number." And Morrohouse, confused, snorted through his ring. Morrohouse is a bull, or a minotaur, technically, saying, "Your crusades went beyond our counsel, Whitestrike, but I am a bull and therefore reckless in my wit. I think I would go and gore our prisoners if you had left any alive. You are blood made glorious, uncle, and will come again. As for animal, as fox, animal, or light, Sirat is still ours." The bull lover of Alessia, who is Morrohouse, yes, he and Alessia were lovers. In your histories, you have many names for her. Elesh, given to her in awe, that when translated sounds like a redundancy, the high, from which comes the more familiar corruptions, Alishut, Esha, Alessia. You knew her as Paravant, given to her when crowned, first of its kind, by which the gods meant a mortal worthy of the majesty that is killing, questing, healing, which is also Paraval, Pavesh, Parethu, and in my case, for it is what I called her when we were lovers, Paravania. Though she's gone to me, she remains bathed in stars. First Empress, Lady of Heaven, Queen Ut Sirak.
Glass in Morrowind. A report about glass and its mining preamble. This study has been written at the behest of the recently elevated Dilborn Maston, Imperial Controller and General Warhaft. It is imperative to investigate the glass market due to recent unrest in the province of Morrowind. Thus, a small survey group was sent to Morrowind with a heavy Imperial escort to make a tour of all known glass mines and deposits in the province, with the goal of ascertaining future output and security. Uses of glass. Glass is an extremely rare and exceptionally valuable resource that comes only from the province of Morrowind, and primarily only from volcanic or formerly volcanic regions. Morrowind's glass is a truly unique product. Other volcanic regions in Tamriel produce hard, sharp obsidian, but only activity from Red Mountain has been known to produce Morrowind's glass. Unlike obsidian, it is hard but flexible. While it creates fine glassware and assorted luxury goods, its true distinction lies in the creation of glass armor and weapons. Very little is known about these fine Dunmer crafts, due to lack of Imperial military experience with glass armor, and the fact that most glass exported from Morrowind is either exported raw or shipped as luxury items. It is known that while glass blades are extremely sharp and enchantable, they tend to dull and break quickly. Dunmerai glass armor isn't entirely glass, but rather augmented with it. It breaks and wears rather quickly, but it is very protective and light. While no members of the expedition ever experience combat in glass armor, it appears to work well in Morrowind's harsh and unforgiving climate. Glass mining, as mentioned above, glass is only available from Morrowind, leading to dangers of Dunmer monopolization. The local tribesmen in the interior of the island are acutely hostile to both foreigners and most of the somewhat more civilized urban Dunmer. Due to the fact that the most of the glass deposits are located on the volcanic island of Vardenfell, unrest from the locals could cause temporary or permanent loss of the mines to Imperial or East Empire Company control. The vast majority of all glass can be found on Vardenfell. Near the center of the island and high up the slopes of Red Mountain lies the Yasu mine, possibly marking the most inhospitable conditions to which any Imperial troops are currently assigned. Considering the danger of the site, the rewards are more than sufficient. Currently, the EEC rates the mine as exceptionally profitable, even though they were not forthcoming with any actual statistics. Additionally, the EEC lacks any documentation on the classification of glass mines, which led the study group to believe that the mine possesses ample resources and has a large reserve. However, it is believed that the associated difficulties of operation in such a region and the hazardous route the glass must travel to reach the imperial port of Seydanin increase the cost financially, physically, and psychologically. Two other Imperial chartered mines exist within Vardenfell's northern ashlands, the Dunirai and Halid mines. Both mines are in volcanically active regions and have vast reserves, but are not without a few issues. The Dunirai mine has an open magma chamber, which causes extreme heat in the cavern and air that is difficult to breathe. This mine has a great deal of trouble maintaining miners, as they tend to quickly sicken and leave the mine. The turnover of Imperial troops guarding the mine is also almost 4 times as high as even the dangerous Yasu mine. The magma levels are also unstable and could possibly render a highly profitable mine useless in a matter of hours should Red Mountain become increasingly active. The Dunirai mine doesn't have such difficulties, but both share transportation problems. The excavated glass has to travel across Vardenfell's northern ashlands to reach the Sea of Ghosts. The route is made very difficult due to Daedra, assorted ash creatures, local tribesmen, and, increasingly, the Blight. A heavy escort is needed, which leaves both mines with only a minimal guard, and isn't even sufficient to deter theft from the unscrupulous miners. Several more sites exist on the eastern side of Vivardenfell, on the edge of the Ashlands and Molag Amur regions. The Masama site is a developed Dunmer mine, but has been abandoned. The escort of the study group was only able to clear the first few rooms, but rich deposits were discovered. It is unknown why this site was abandoned by the Dunmer, but it appears that the mine may be used by the Telvanni periodically. Nonetheless, it is impossible to determine how deep or how extensive the reserves are. The Discipla mine is currently under Imperial control, but isn't nearly as extensive as the other Vardenfell mines, and doesn't have large estimated reserves. Nonetheless, the site is located near Zephyrbal Bay, where small boats are able to transport the glass to Wolverine Hall. The glass mines on the mainland are far sparser and produce much less glass than those on Vardenfell. The Molagriad region possesses only a single working mine, Polinisbat, located outside of Ranyan Rune. The mine itself isn't terribly profitable, but is located on a major waterway, and the local Telvanni lord, Master Mithras, has apparently been quite accommodating in the past. As expected, he takes a small portion of the profits, as the mine is located on his land. An EEC prospector informed the study group of a large deposit off the coast of the mainland in the Sea of Ghosts, but further exploration was barred by the Telvanni in the region. He also mentioned that trace amounts of glass have been found near Zanamu, but the study group did not visit the region due to the danger. The western coast of mainland Morrowind also has a few deposits, but is similar in paucity to those on the eastern mainland. A mine exists at the small town of Bodrum, an almost inaccessible Redoran backwater town. However, this mine is owned by a Redoran lord, and attempts to acquire the mine have failed. Some exploration has begun in the Shargon Hills region, but only small amounts of glass have been found. Conclusions. Glass is an extremely valuable resource that must not slip beyond Imperial control. Should the Empire lose control of the mines in Morrowind, the limited glass markets in Tamriel would easily be manipulated by the Dunmer. Now, the Imperial hold on these mines is extremely tenuous. While Cyrodiil can certainly survive without the mines, they provide an important source of revenue. Glass will always remain subservient to ebony in accessibility and demand, but it is important the Imperial garrisons at the mines be tightened to reduce theft and deter attacks on the mines. While the study group was present in Morrowind, they observed pro-Dunmer rumblings and the indication of some unrest in the unlawful regions. As such, it would be prudent to defend the mines and means of transport to secure Imperial facilities. General Warhaft asked the group to assess the feasibility of integrating a glass-armored unit into the Imperial Army. While such a unit would be extremely flexible as it would be able to serve both heavy and light roles on the battlefield, the cost is prohibitive. The Dunmer manufacturing of the armor is a close-kept secret, with only a handful of unhelpful artisans in Vivec, Almalexia, and Molag Mar. No artisans were willing to travel to Cyrodiil, even with the extremely large sums offered to them. They did offer to create a large number of complete sets of glass armor, however. The lowest estimate was 100 septims per set, a clearly unreasonable sum for a military unit that would need a master glass smith and several hundred complete suits.
It's 154,800 septims. Just reminded again and wondering how much ignorance equates to innocence. She remembers there was a lame Gwar that was, it wasn't clever, it wasn't smart, it was lame, and it was sick, and the Ashlanders didn't want to feed it because it couldn't pack anything. They were going to leave it for dead. It was being bullied by the other Gwar in the pack, and she has a pang of not really knowing what happened to it, but she tried to feed it because just the sight of suffering drove her forward. So she believes that's the case. You know, Morrowind, other places, they just might be lame Gwar, and you're extending their suffering by helping them, but there's something in her that can't do any different and hopes it can grow up strong.